Hello and welcome to episode 2 of The Strike, a baseball talk show. I am Ian and today I am here with Braden.
Hi, you all know
Let's
me.
let's jump into things. We got a bunch of big stories to talk about with you guys today, but today we're going to start with Liam Hendriks to the White Sox signing a 3-year, $54 million contract with a 4th-year option.
This is a nice pickup for the White Sox. They might be one of the favorites in the American League already before this signing, and now they add the guy that is probably the best closer in the game right now on a 3-year deal, $54 million guaranteed in this deal. There's a 4th-year player option, and what makes this deal so unique is it is actually um, okay, regardless of if he takes the or if the club picks up his option or not, it is going to be 3 years, $54 million. Because not 3 years, $54 million. It'll be if they take the option, it'll be 4 years, $54 million. There's a $15 million buyout in this deal, which is like the biggest buyout I think ever in a contract.
Yeah.
Um, it's it's a very unique deal, and it's I think what the White Sox needed. I think that they're going to be filthy next year, adding him to Lance Lynn and Adam Eaton, their other offseason additions. So good pickup by the White Sox. This is huge for them, and they might be the favorites in their division. They might be a little better than the Twins now.
Right, and that was I was going to ask you how does this signing help with uh, their future in the postseason?
Well, I read a thing today on MLB.com predicting them to win a World Series in this decade, and I don't say that's out of the question. It's very realistic with that young core that they have. Could you imagine, though, if they had never traded Fernando Tatis? They would have been filthy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so moving on to number 2, we got Kyle Schwarber signing with the Nationals with a 1-year, $10 million contract.
Well, well, well. Being non-tendered worked out pretty well for Kyle Schwarber. He actually probably made more money after being non-tendered than what he would have been if he were tendered a contract by the Cubs. 1-year
Yeah.
deal, $10 million, as Ian stated. This is going to be a nice little pickup for them. He'll play one of the corner outfield spots. I'm not sure if they'll move him to right or move Juan Soto to the right, but he'll probably be their everyday outfielder, assuming there is no DH. If there's a DH in the National League next year, you better believe that Kyle Schwarber is going to be the Nationals' DH. Um, but nice little pickup, 1-year deal, not going to burn you. And Kyle Schwarber is definitely a better player than what he was last year. Last year he had a down year, but again, last year was crazy, only 60 games, so a lot of guys had down years.
So, do you see this having a big impact for the Nationals, or is this kind of like a smaller one?
I mean, Schwarber's a good player, but I don't know if they're
Yeah.
necessarily better than some of the other teams in their division. As of right now, I would probably put them in. I would say they're probably the third place team. I don't know if that's good enough to put them in the playoffs or not because that division is loaded, but
Yeah.
that could be a nice little pickup for them. Whenever you add a power bat like Schwarber that can probably hit you 30 home runs in a full season, I'd say that's a pretty nice addition. Yeah, my lighting's getting kind of weird in here.
So now we move on to a not so big uh, signing, but it's still important and it's still something that happened and we should are going to talk about. But Daniel Robinson signed a 1-year, $900,000 contract with the Brewers.
Yeah, this deal won't make much of an impact. Robinson is a utility player, played for the Tampa Bay Rays. Younger guy. Brewers tend to like these very versatile players. For
Mhm.
example, Hernan Perez was someone that they did something similar with a few years ago, and he was a decent little player for them. But as a Reds fan, I'm not scared of the Brewers after they add this signing.
No, like it's nothing big, but may potentially in the long run. Do you think this could work out well for both Daniel and the Brewers?
Well, obviously it's working out for Daniel because he's making nine hundred
Right.
thousand
Yeah.
dollars. But I could see it being an okay little pickup, but I don't see it making an impact really. He's gonna just play a little bit everywhere for him.
Yeah. Fernando Tatis Jr. Um, is talking contract extensions. What do you think about that?
Oh, well. Young guy's got to get paid eventually, but he's getting paid a little early. I saw a figure 11 years, $320 million as a number that has been mentioned by either the Padres or the Tatis camp. Uh, I think that that's probably about where it will be. I think he'll be one of the richest players in baseball if he takes a contract offer. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that's the smartest thing for him to do or if he should test his luck in free agency in a few years. He either needs to sign long term where he's a Padre for life, or he needs to go into the open market and get him a deal worth something. I don't know if it
Yeah.
necessarily will be much bigger than that if he went to free agency, but he should definitely try to get the best contract he can.
Right. He's got to be careful though, because if he tries to wait it out into and doesn't. Right. Yeah. He's got to be careful. If he waits too long, money like that and opportunities like that can go out the window.
He's got so much talent, though. I think he'll find a
But yeah,
place.
he is a good player, but it's still something that he needs to be careful, be wary of.
Yes, always got to take in to account the risk factor
Yes.
for him and the Padres
Andrew
both.
Benintendi. Oh, sorry. Right. Yeah. Because that's a lot of money the Padres will be giving
Yeah,
him.
go ahead.
Next, we got Andrew Benintendi. Rumors of trade.
Yeah, I don't know what the Red Sox are doing. I'm just gonna straight up say it. Benintendi's a good young player coming in off of a rough year. The Red Sox, I figure, would be trying to win because they usually are. But they're reportedly shopping Benintendi, and I've heard rumors that this could happen soon, like as soon as this weekend. Um,
Hmm.
I'm hearing teams like the Astros, the Pirates, maybe the A's. I can't remember who all was in there, but there are several teams looking at Benintendi. Uh, I'm really surprised that this is happening. Uh, Again, I figured the
Yeah.
Red Sox would hold on to him. If you're going to trade him, at least hold on to him until the trade deadline so that way he can build back some value after a rough year last year. But he's a guy with a lot of talent, and I think he could be an all-star caliber player. I just don't know why the Red Sox would give up on him right now.
Yeah. And who who do you think would benefit off of him the most out of those teams that you named just a minute ago? Who do you think absolutely should try to get him? Should put him at the number one of their trade list?
I think definitely the Astros. The Astros need a replacement for George Springer. I think he would fit in well for them. He wouldn't necessarily cost a whole lot because, again, like I said, he's coming in off of a down year, so they must be trying to
Yeah.
move him.
Hmm.
Uh, I think it would make just too much sense to bring him in to play either a corner outfield spot for Josh Reddick's replacement or move him to center to replace George Springer.
Right, yeah. So today we are going to end the show with 3 bold free agent takes. And Braden, what are they?
Well. I didn't actually necessarily prepare any. I was just going to come up with stuff on the spot. So here we go. Number 1, we're going to go with a shortstop, Marcus Semien. How about him signing a deal with the Cincinnati Reds? Reds need a shortstop, probably on the short term, and after a down year, like most of the league last year, Semien would be the perfect fit for a 1-year deal with the Reds, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Next up, we're going to go with, how about Roberto Ozuna? And how about giving him a contract to go to the Oakland A's? Short term, replace Liam Hendriks. A's don't typically spend money, but they might be able to get him on the cheap due to an injury-plagued year last year. So it could be a nice little pickup.
Yeah.
And for number 3, we're going to go with this. I don't think it's going to be that bold of a take. But how about Trevor Bauer to the Toronto Blue Jays? Could you imagine the Blue Jays, the team that was in third place in that division, adding Trevor Bauer to their rotation? They might just sneak away with that division if they get the GOAT and Trevor Bauer.
Yes, they probably, more than likely, yeah.
That would be quite the story if Bauer went to the Blue Jays.
That would. I'm not surprised that you put a trade or signing on the Reds at number 1.
Right.
I'm not surprised at all that it was even top 3, but so yeah, that's it for today, guys. We hope you enjoyed, and let us know in the comments below what you have to think or say about these stories, as well as any stories that we might have missed or just didn't include in this video.
Let us know
with
like things like, for instance, my 3 free agents at the end. Give us ideas like that we can use for our videos, and we'll answer some of your guys' questions in them.
Yes, we will. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Nope,
Braden?
I think I'm good. Spring training's coming soon, next month.
Boy, will that be these will be an exciting couple weeks.
They will.
You got all these big names that still have yet to go anywhere, like Trevor Bauer. So it's
Bauer's
be...
agent said in her vlog that I watched yesterday that this is the time where GMs hit the oh crap button and realize they need to put together a team. So lots of free agents will come off the board. Lots of trades will happen in the coming days.
And we will be here to let you know of most, if not all, of these events, these trades, these signings. But for now, that'll be it. And we'll thank you guys for joining and tuning in for the second episode of The Strike. And we'll see you all later.
See you guys.